7 Evergreen Fantasy Football Tips for a Winning Season. Do you want to stop relying on luck and start making smarter fantasy football decisions? In this video, I'll share 7 Evergreen Fantasy Football tips that can help you draft better, manage your roster, and compete for a championship year after year. This video is sponsored by Your Digital Consultants. If you want more help preparing for your season, check out the Fantasy Football Manager bundle and the Fantasy Football Tips ebook using the links in the description below. Purchasing either product helps support the channel while giving you additional tools and strategies for managing your fantasy team. You can also support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, commenting, and sharing it with the other fantasy football managers in your league. Now let's get started. The first tip is to understand your league settings before you draft. Is your league standard, half PPR, or full PPR? How many players start at each position? Does your league use a flex position, super flex, or tight end premium scoring? These settings affect how every player should be valued. A pass-catching running back becomes more valuable in a PPR league, while quarterbacks become much more important in a superflex format. Never assume that a general player ranking perfectly matches your league. Tip number 2 is to organize players into tiers instead of following one long ranking list. A tier groups players who have similar expected value. During your draft, look at how many players remain in each tier. If only one top-tier wide receiver remains, but several comparable running backs are available, selecting the receiver may be the smarter move. Tier-based rankings help you recognize value and avoid reaching for a position out of panic. Tip number 3 is to stay flexible. You may enter the draft planning to select running backs early, but your opponents could leave an elite wide receiver available at a great value. Don't force a strategy when the draft board is giving you a better opportunity. Build a balanced roster. Take value when it falls to you, and remember that you don't need to fill every starting position immediately. Save your kicker and defense for the final rounds, and use your late round picks on players with breakout potential. Tip number 4 is to use the waiver wire aggressively. The team you draft will rarely be the same team you finish the season with. Pay attention to backup players who receive larger roles, receivers earning more targets, and running backs getting valuable goal line or passing down opportunities. Try to identify increased opportunity before it appears in a player's fantasy point total. If your league uses a free agent acquisition budget, remain aggressive, but don't spend your entire budget on the first popular player of the season. Tip number 5 is to trade based on expected future performance rather than past performance. A player who has produced several disappointing games may still be receiving plenty of touches or targets. That could create a buy low opportunity. A player who scored several touchdowns on limited opportunities could be a sell high candidate. The most successful trades usually help both managers. Look at what the other team needs before sending an offer, and explain how the trade could improve both rosters. Tip number 6 is to start your reliable players. Fantasy managers often bench talented players after one disappointing performance and replace them with someone who had one unusually productive game. Look beyond last week's score. Consider a player's workload, targets, red zone usage, matchup, and role in the offense. Opportunity is usually more dependable than a single game's results, When choosing between two similar players, favor the one with the clearer and more consistent path to touches. Tip number 7 is to prepare for the fantasy playoffs before they arrive. As the season progresses, review upcoming matchups and strengthen weak positions. Consider adding backup running backs who could become starters after one injury. You can also plan ahead when streaming positions such as defense, quarterback, or tight end. Once you reach the playoffs, depth becomes less valuable than improving your starting lineup. Focus on building the strongest lineup possible for the weeks that matter most. Fantasy football will always involve some uncertainty, but preparation, discipline, and active roster management can give you an advantage throughout the season. For more strategies and helpful management resources, check out the Fantasy Football Manager bundle and the Fantasy Football Tips ebook. Both links are available in the description below. Which of these 7 tips has helped your fantasy team the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to your digital consultants, and share this with another fantasy football manager